Hello, and welcome back to the CTI Smart Systems tutorial. In this video, we're going to be talking about the panel information page, which, as I said in the previous video, you can access by selecting any of the panels in the panel list or by clicking the See More Info button available in the panel map. Now, this page has a lot of dense information, but we're going to go through it piece by piece. In the top left is the panel's basic information. Now up here, what you can see is the name of the panel, the description for the panel, its location, the date and time of its last report, and its current status. All very straightforward. One note though, the last report is localized to your current machine's time. It is not in UTC or GMT, any universal time. It is localized to the current user's time. On the right side, you can see a variable widget that shows a lot of different information depending on which mode it's in. By default, it is in the status mode when you first come to the page. What the status box shows you is just the name of the status, whether or not it's an error, and if you roll over it, you can see a description of the status. In this case, we can see in very large letters that this panel is currently in an error state because it is suffering from too high of a current supplied to the device. You can also see the specifications for the device that the panel is monitoring by clicking on the Specifications button. Now, these are specifications that are defined by your administrator, and they determine information about the device that the panel is monitoring, not the panel itself. Now in here we can see a name for the device, a model number, a manufacturer, a description, and arbitrary specification values. These values correspond to values that will be sent by the panel in its status reports, and they're used by the panels to determine whether or not the current values that it's detecting are worthy of reporting an error. At the bottom, you can see the panel map. Now, this map is different from the larger panel map that's available on the dashboard, in that this map will only show this one panel no matter how far out you zoom. Clicking on the marker will also not bring you any more information about the panel. If you need, you can click the View Larger Map button, which will bring you into Google Maps and show you this panel in Google Maps. So if you need directions to it or Street View, whatever it is you need, you can access that there. At the bottom of the screen, we can see a list of all of the reports that this panel has ever sent in reverse chronological order, meaning that the top of the list is the newest report. Now, these reports just give a basic summary of what was sent in. You can see whether or not it was an error state based on the icon and the color. You can see the name of the status, and you can see the date and time that the report was sent into the system. If you need more information about a particular report, you can click the plus on the right side of the screen. As you can see, with this report, we're shown a description for the status, but no actual report data, because this report did not include any data. If a report includes some data that is sent by the panel, which the panels are capable of sending arbitrary data, it will be shown in this report. So this report, for example, does have data. And if we scroll down, we can see an additional report details header that shows D0, D1 with the values 5 and 4. Now, these are values that are determined by your administrator and need to be kept track of. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.